welcome you back to Rock Hill in this presentation of the 2026 South Atlantic Conference Men's Basketball Championship here on FloHoops. Semifinal number 2 features the number 2 seeded Lenoir-Rhyne Bears against the number 3 seed Catawba College Indians, all for a right to meet the top seed Anderson in tomorrow's SAC tournament final. As we welcome you back here courtside at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, Eric Bach, Andrew Rogers, so glad you're with us. Man, this is the one we've been waiting for. The rematch from last year's semifinal where LR beat Catawba by 1 point. There were 6 technical fouls in that game. And this year in the regular season, they split the series with the home team winning both. This is March. This is spicy. This is 2 rivals going at it for a 3rd time this year. I can't wait.
Yeah, it won't take long to figure out what this game means to these 2 teams. Not just that a spot in the title game for the South Atlantic Conference tournament is on the line, but bragging rights. These 2 teams have played a lot of close battles, and you mentioned the last year's 1-point win for Lenoir-Rhyne, a win that helped them get to the title game to eventually win it all. And that was a game Catawba had to rally from 18 down to get to that point in the game. Should be really fun, should be exciting, should be intense, among other adjectives you could probably use heading into this one.
Last year's loss for Catawba here, especially painful because it ended their chance to win 3 straight SAC tournaments and become the first program since the South Atlantic Conference realigned to its current form to do that. So head coach Rob Perrin is loud about how mad that loss made them. There's going to be a little extra juice for this Catawba club that has a lot of guys back from that team last year.
Yeah, plenty of familiar faces back. Chris Robinson was one of their top scorers in that meeting last season. He's not there, but Jordan Simpson's filled a good shooting role for this Catawba team, and they've had a great regular season. Both of these teams are squarely in the Southeast region field regardless of this result. They're 2 of the better teams in the region and have both set themselves up well. Catawba obviously maybe a hair behind LR in the rankings, but certainly a win like this can elevate them even farther up the rankings for the NCAA tournament.
And obviously Lenoir-Rhyne, everybody knows what they did last year in Brent Owens' first year in Hickory, made it all the way to the Elite 8, won this tournament, won the Southeast Regional. A lot of Bears back from that team, including Conrad Luczynski, who's going to be a big force in the middle. How Catawba handles Luczynski is going to be the story of this game when LR has it.
Absolutely. He's one of the most efficient players. We saw one of the most efficient players in this entire Division II basketball in Osmar Garcia Arroyo. Now we get another one in Conrad Luczynski, who has had a great SAC tournament since he's joined this LR team. Had 24 points and missed just 4 shots in yesterday's game. He's had a double-double in the regular season against Catawba. He is the real deal, and then he sets up everything else because when they throw it inside to him and he starts to cause problems, that opens up their shooters like Tyler Burstyn and others to have success as well. Luczynski is very important, and when he goes, LR goes most of the time. 24
points, 6 rebounds, and 10 made free throws for Luczynski in the Bears' quarterfinal victory over Emory and Henry. Catawba was the only team in the quarterfinal round under head coach Rob Perrin that really cruised to get to this spot. The LR Emory and Henry game was a 2-point ball game with 56 seconds to go. The Bears finished that game very strong and ended up winning by 8. But you just can't really replace the experience that Lenoir-Rhyne had in last year's postseason. Obviously, they won 3 just skin of their teeth tight games to win this tournament. Rolled a little bit more in the Southeast Regional, but man, this matchup between these 2 teams that have guys that have won this tournament already on both sides, you know it just means a little bit more here, and it's in the semifinal once again, which is where they matched up last year. It's just a perfect storm for a classic March basketball game here in Rock Hill.